What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Assassin's Creed review. And we are reviewing the second game in the franchise. Now, Assassin's Creed starts off pretty much exactly where you left off in the last game. And in the last game, you basically are staring at a wall with your ego vision. And then but what happens is Lucy comes in, she helps you break out, and we get some good action with, with Desmond. We get to see a little bit of what Lucy's got with her action, and I like how it all is taking place in the real world because it feels like we're actually doing something, making a difference. And that's another thing I always thought they needed to get right, was when they do these stories in the real world, you want to make sure that they're good. You want to make sure they have an impact like they do in the Animus, and that's what I feel like happened in this game. But majority of the game is not about that. Majority of the game is about who we find out, Ezio Auditore. And Ezio Auditore is another ancestor of Desmond's, where he is I think 16, 17 years old, and he already knows how to climb, he already knows how to do all that stuff, but he doesn't know how to kill because he didn't know that he does not know yet that his family were assassins, and that was kept from him when he was young. His dad never told him that. Neither did his mom and anyone else. So what happens is his dad, his brother, and his little brother get killed, and it basically sets him off on a revenge to gain justice for what happened to his family, basically. And it's really interesting. I like the story. I feel like it kind of took away from the Creed aspect or the heroic aspect of it, but that's okay. They do make up for that with this Ezio character who's very intriguing, very good with his character, everything. It worked so well. His character was great. We get introduced to the family that's still alive. His mom, Maria. I think that's her name, Maria. Yeah, I think that's right. No, I don't know. I know Claudia, his sister. We get to, so he basically has to, when his father and brothers die, he basically has to he basically has to take care of them now. So what his plan is to go to his uncle's, and I don't know the name of it, so I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it here. But you know what I mean if you played the games before. So he basically goes to find his uncle. He has his mom and his sister live there, and Mario, his uncle, trains him to fight. And I guess this is where I guess I can lead into his the fighting style. Now, the fighting style is a little different from number 2 and number 1. Basically, if their health is at one little block left or something like that, then you pause and then you hit X and then he does a finisher. I don't know. I got that wrong a lot of times because I kept button mashing, and then I never got to finish them as much with the combat. I like the combat when it comes to the hidden blade, for example. I like how it's more faster, it's more fluid. It's not like with the hidden blade in the first game. If you try to fight with the hidden blade in the first game, you had to only counter. But in this game, you get to actually try to hit them and stuff, which is cool. I like that. And that's basically what the whole game is. It's basically just the drive of revenge to figure out who is responsible for his brother and his father's death. Basically, that's the whole drive of the game, and it's really entertaining because it does give us characters that are very interesting and very funny and just very intriguing in general. I like how some of the characters like one character, like one character is serious, one character is funny, one character is crazy, or one character, you know what I mean? Like it really helps like like you feel real, I guess. That's another thing, is it feels real. And I think at the end of the game, when you have to go finish off the dude, um, you see these spirits or whatever the hell they are, these people from the first civilization or whatever. I could never get into that. I think that always kind of just dismotivated me the most, because I just did not like this first civilization thing. Yeah, okay, the apples of Eden can make people be controlled or whatever. That's fine. But when you start going back to like, oh, there's these people that, like, what? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. It kind of throws me out of it, because it tries to take away from, what the characters and the story like helps you feel like, it puts you in that moment. But then when they try to do this first civilization crap, it kind of takes me out of it, and then I don't care anymore. Like, I don't care about the rest of the part. And luckily for us, it was just at the end. I guess, what else can I talk about? The music. Oh my god, the music. What's his name? Jesper Clyde? No. Look it up. It's you probably know who it is. I actually I love people who do certain music very well. Like, for example, like when they brought in this dude to do the music, they made sure they did this music right. And it worked so well that I swear to God that they used almost that same theme song every single game. There's only been a few of them where they kind of, did not use that one, but still, there were some that used it, and it was a great theme song. I love the theme song. The music is so great in this game, and that's another thing that makes me feel so much more into the game. The enemies in the game are smarter. The enemies in the game are smarter. They will, if you're like in a bay of hay, or if you're hiding, well, not on a bench, but if you're in a bay of hay, they're gonna check the bay of hay, which is, that sucks, because then you're sitting there and you're looking at the dude about to come to the bay of hay and check for you, and then all of a sudden you see his other two buddies standing behind him. You're like, oh crap! Like, because you're gonna either you kill him, or you try to run to another bay of hay or to a bench or something. But yeah, the enemies are smarter. The enemies are. There are a lot of there's a variation in the enemies now. Like, they got big dudes, big brutes. I like big brutes because they kind of provide a little bit of a challenge. In some future installments that they made, they kind of been a little easy to take down, if that makes sense. I'll explain that more in those reviews. But in this review, we learn about, in Desmond, how we learn about he has this bleeding effect, and how it's basically what this does to him is like this bleeding effect. It basically, like, it. Damn it, I forgot. Okay, this bleeding effect, it helps him like learn like how to fight and learn how to use his eagle vision. It makes him learn how to use those abilities, I guess, is the best term I can explain about it. I like how in this game we even go back to Altair, and that was a little fun thing they did, but I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I love how in that sequence they just kind of stood there while I stabbed all of them, and then they just push me, and then I just kill them, but they would not be like, oh, get them or nothing. It was kind of funny. I like how it goes back. It kind of shows a little bit of what happened with Altair. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. I guess they just wanted to basically explain that Altair did have a kid. He was not so serious to not have a kid or not be romantically involved with anybody, let alone a Templar. We find out that, actually we find out in Revelations that it's Maria. We can tell because it's Maria. We were chasing her in the second one. And in the first one, she turns out to be a fake, like we thought it was Robert de Saab, but it wasn't. It was her, and that was a shock. And I don't know. I don't know. You know, Altair. I'm not gonna get in that. Okay. Anyway, overall great game. The music, just like even with the credits. I think I remember the last game. I gave it a point off because of the credits because I could not skip the credits. But the credits in this one is beautiful because not only does it like you see the credits, but like you get to like Abstergo finds you, and then you have to you gotta fight your way out. You get I think it's Ezio's blade that Lucy gives him, and then he has to fight with that, and then you get to pick up one of their sticks that they're trying to hit, that they hit you with, and then you get to basically smack them up with it, which is cool. And that's how it wraps up. Then you guys leave while the cool theme song's playing, and then you can just sit through the credits and listen to that theme song. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was great. I enjoyed listening. I enjoyed sitting through the credits. I actually sat there through the credits. It was amazing. I loved that game. A lot of people believe that this is probably one of the best. I agree with them on some levels that it is one of the best, but at the same time, there are what helps with that is the motivations, like the motivations of revenge, the motivations of heart, of things that we feel in the game. That's what helps this game is its life and energy, and that's what overall makes this a great game. And so I'm gonna have to give this game, it's a 10 out of 10. This one is a 10 out of 10. I would give Assassin's Creed 1 a 10 out of 10, but this one kind of bored me with the end credits because I could not skip it. But this one had every single nail. They just were ready to do this game. They did it right, and that's how they did a great job. They did a great job with the game. That's why it's a 10 out of 10. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next Assassin's Creed review. And damn, I'm going to have to do a lot of these. All right, see you guys.